Hey guys, hope you are fine and doing well. Today I thought of making something different. So let's make a terrain. So for that I'm going to polymodeling and taking a plane. Actually this process can easily be done by using three softwares, that is Maya, ZBrush and Substance Painter. But over here I am trying to do everything inside Maya itself. Okay, so there will be a limitation, but we can get an output. There will be no problem. Going to the polyplane subdivisions, making it 0, going to mesh and smoothing. Right, so I am pressing G once again, G once again. Alright, I need more polygons, so again G. I think one more time. Don't worry about the polygons. Alright, I think it can be more, but it's okay. For the demo, this will work. So just select the object. I'm just thinking if I can make it a little more. We are dealing with 2.6 lakhs polygon. Anyway, so select the object, edit, build by type, history. Alright, now at the very beginning what we need to do, select the object and going to sculpting. Alright, this is the first option, lift a surface. I'm selecting that and you can see I'm getting the brush. Alright, so double clicking on it and you will get the tool setting. You have to remember, in the tool setting I am holding B to increase or decrease the brush size. From the size also you can do the same. I am going to stamp option. So inside the stamp you can see one option is there called import. So I am having two grayscale maps like this. Alright, so let's select this one first. I randomly downloaded it from Google, so you also can do the same. So let's see what will happen. Strength, by default it is 19 or something. Let's make it 15. I don't know what should be the strength. Sculpt it. Alright, and I think the strength is alright. It is fine. Now making the brush size a little bit more. Alright, so the other side can be a little elevated. What I am thinking, let's increase the strength. Let's sculpt on it once again. Alright, not bad. Now let's change this map. Maybe now this time this one, and decreasing it, decreasing the strength also. Let me check. Alright, and maybe little bit over here. No, it's too much. It's looking too symmetrical, so reducing it more, reducing the strength more. It is working relatively, the strength and the size of the brush. Okay, so if we are reducing the brush size, make sure you are reducing the strength also a little bit. So now maybe over here it is also too much, so reducing the strength more. Yes, I want it very less. All right. I'm actually holding Control and Sculpt to push it inside. I guess all right. So this is the design of the terrain. Fine. So this is the design. Now the first concern is my polygons are too many. Okay, for a scene you can understand, those who are working with some scenes, trying to texture it, trying to render it, you can understand these many polygons will take so much of rendering time. And if you are animating a character on this surface, it will be very difficult for you to manage, right? So it should be low poly. Now I'll show you how to convert it into a low poly model. So I'm making a layer and add selected object. I just duplicate it and click off, select any of this and remove selected object. Okay, one is in the layer. Alright, now this one. So I kept the high poly and this is the low poly. So I'm selecting this and I'm going to write a script, very small script. Okay, so that is, make sure the male is selected and I'm writing poly remesh. Alright, poly, P-O-L-Y, poly, and remesh, R should be capital, remesh, R-E-M-E-S-H, remesh, and semicolon. Alright, and just press enter. Let's see what will happen. So the entire mesh is decimated now. You can see it triangles wherever the detailings are there. It created a little bit denser triangles, and rest of the areas less polygons. Okay, so this is called decimation of a surface. Okay, so it is decimated now. The entire mesh is converted into a new mesh. And now if you can remember, we started working with 2.6 lakhs polygon, right? Now you can see I'm having 84,000 polygons, and these are triangles. At that time those were quads. Anyway, so now I don't want triangles, but I want very evenly distributed quads, right? So for that I'm going to write once again. That process is called retopology. Alright, so I am going to write poly retopo and semicolon once again and enter. Alright, you can see I have got a very nice evenly distributed polygon. Alright. Now, before doing anything, I am going to unwrap it. So just select the model, go to UV editor, and you know it is going to be very simple. Going to the top view, create and planar mapping. Alright, you can see. Now just scale it down a little bit. Alright, I'm just selecting this object, edit, delete by type, history. Now let's click on the checker box and check the surface. It is almost fine, but then also what I'll do, I'll select everything, go to tools, show UV tools, and going to unfold and click on unfold. Okay, some parts are unfolded now. I don't need this anymore. Alright. Now what I need to do, I'm having one low poly model and one high poly model. So I have to transfer the detailing of the high poly model to this low poly model. I guess you know how to do it. Last videos we did the same thing, how to transfer the detailing. Even from the high poly model you get the occlusion map also and curvature map also, isn't it? So I'll directly jump into the final maps and output so that you can have an idea what exactly we are getting out of it. Alright, so like the previous assignment, I have extracted my displacement map and normal map from the high poly model, and okay, before that I'll just show you the hypershade, what I did over here. You can see I have taken the AI standard shader, and inside that, inside the shading node, last day I showed you in the last assignment, if you have gone through that, there will be no problem. So this is the displacement map, and I just dragged and dropped it on displacement, and I got this displacement property, and over there you can get this scaling for the displacement management. Now I also selected the geometry and gone to the Arnold property, and if you can remember, I have gone to this subdivision and convert the type to cat clerk, and the subdivision I have kept in this case 5. Okay, 4 was also fine, but 5 giving a better result, so I kept it 5, and that's all. Alright, and this is my bump map. So I selected the AI standard shader and went to the geometry property, and inside that I'm having the bump mapping option. You just need to drag and drop your normal map over here, and this bump 2D utility will be created automatically. Alright, so now I'll just render this image. And you can see I am getting a quite decent result. So this is a very low poly model, but we are getting a very high quality rendering. And alright, so this is the result of our normal map and bump map. Now I also have created our diffuse map. In my last session, in my last lecture, I showed you how to create the diffuse map out of ambient occlusion and curvature. So by using those and juxtaposing two different textures, I created my color map. So that also I'll show you. Definitely that can be done. So this is kind of the color map, and I just masked it a little bit. You can understand the masking, right? So let's check how it is looking over here. I am taking a file texture. So this will be the color map, alright? So this will be connected, this will be connected with the out color, will be connected with the base color, alright? So selecting this, this is our base color. Let's check how it is looking. Okay, not bad. So now I can go to my top view and can select one light. I'm just working with this light, and now I am feeling I can increase the exposure a little bit. Okay, you can see we are getting a decent result, workable, and this is the way. That's why the last two assignments were very important. So whatever we have learned over there, today I included everything to create this terrain. So hope you understood what I am trying to say. If till now you didn't go through that assignment or those assignments, just go through those and then you try this assignment, and it will be very easy for you. Alright, so all the best, and please do it, participate and submit the assignments to me. Alright, thank you very much.